Some people think waking up between 3 and 4 a.m. is just bad luck, insomnia, or maybe that late-night coffee kicking in. But what if I told you that this exact hour is one of the most sacred and mysterious moments in the human spiritual cycle? That while most people sleep unaware, your soul might actually be getting pulled, yes, literally pulled, into another dimension. Sounds crazy? Know this, it's far more common than you think. And those who ignore the call may be closing their eyes to one of the universe's greatest invitations, the invitation to wake up from within during these silent hours of the night. While the physical world sleeps, the spiritual world opens up. And no, this isn't just some new age hype. Thousands of reports, even from completely ordinary people, describe strange synchronicities, vivid dreams, intense sensations, all happening during this exact window of time. The question no one seems to answer clearly is, why now? Why me? And that's exactly what you're going to discover in this video. But be prepared. Some answers don't come from logic, they come from the soul. If you feel like something bigger is happening, if you wake up at this hour with a racing heart, sudden ideas, or that weird feeling like someone woke you up, then this video is for you. Because what's about to be revealed might just make you see each early morning in a whole new light. And maybe, just maybe, help you remember something your soul already knew. Something you forgot the moment you opened your eyes in the physical world. Some people wake up between 3 and 4 a.m., stare at the ceiling, roll over, grumble, and go back to sleep thinking it's just insomnia. But what if it's something much bigger? What if it's your soul calling? There's a reason why this time is known across various spiritual traditions as the sacred hour, or the hour of thin veils. In this window, synchronicities are not just coincidences, they're invitations. Invitations for you to pay attention because something is trying to reach you. And once you feel this call, you never go back to sleep the same way. Something shifts inside, even if the rational mind tries to dismiss it. This mysterious awakening is as common as it is misunderstood. Many people report waking up at this exact time, night after night, with no clear reason. And here's the curious part. When they start digging deeper, they often find this pattern coincides with spiritual transitions, existential crises, or leaps in consciousness. The body wakes up, yes, but it's the soul that's in motion. It's being activated, pulled, summoned to access something beyond. Another dimension where answers you've been seeking begin to emerge in subtle, fragmented ways. Those who choose to listen to this call can completely transform the way they move through life. Instead of treating it as a nuisance, you can treat it as a spiritual access code. Here's a simple example. Keep a notebook by your bed. If you wake up during this hour, write. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just let your hand move. Often the soul speaks first on paper, long before the mind can understand. That's how the connection begins. And when you start to write, synchronicities begin to multiply. And this is only the beginning of what happens between 3 and 4 a.m. Between 3 and 4 a.m., while the physical world rests in near total silence, the subtle world pulses with intensity. During this window, the Earth goes through a natural drop in electromagnetic noise and human interference, as if the planet itself holds its breath for a few moments. And in that pause, the soul finds space to move freely, cross invisible portals, and access frequencies that would be drowned out by the noise of daily life. Those who feel it know. It's like something opens, a window you can't see with your eyes, but you feel it in your chest. This frequency is special because it allows the soul to tune into more subtle planes. Many spiritual teachers say it's during this hour that guides, mentors, and other dimensional beings draw closer to deliver messages. And the most fascinating part? You don't have to be mystical to experience this. You just need to be a little bit open. Ever had a dream that felt like a warning or a message? Or woke up with a clear idea, as if someone had whispered something before you opened your eyes? That's no accident. That's this hour's energy manifesting in perfectly orchestrated synchronicities. To tune into this frequency, there are simple techniques you can use to amplify the connection to other dimensions. One is a short meditation before bed, focused on a single question, something like, "What do I need to know right now?" Another is placing crystals like amethyst or selenite in your room to support this type of spiritual connection. Or, for something more direct, try listening to 432 Hz frequencies while you sleep. That helps prepare the energetic field of the soul to receive more clearly. Because if you're paying attention, you'll realize you're not waking up by accident. A lot of people think synchronicities are just coincidences on steroids. But when they start happening between 3 and 4 a.m., the message shifts. It's your soul waving at you, and it's in a hurry. If you wake up during this time and feel a presence, even if you can't see it, know that this is more common than you think. Feelings like sudden chills, a deep sense of peace in the silence, or even the eerie sensation of being watched, these are all signs. Signs that a portal has opened for you, and your soul is being activated by something bigger. The question is, will you ignore it or will you listen? These activations never happen randomly. They come with messages, symbolic images, intense emotions, and sometimes even lucid dreams, where it feels like your soul travels to another dimension and brings back answers your logical mind could never create. It's not unusual for someone to say they woke up at that time with a crystal clear understanding of something they'd been wrestling with for weeks. In that moment, it's like everything makes sense. And that isn't just a mystical experience. That's pure spiritual practice, happening off the page, right in the middle of your night. Want a simple, practical way to tune into this? If you wake up between 3 and 4 a.m. with a racing heart, don't fight it. Gently sit up in bed and just breathe deeply. Then close your eyes and say in your mind, "I am open to what my soul wants to show me." Do this for 3 nights in a row and pay attention. The signs will grow stronger. It might be a song that plays the next day that hits you with sudden clarity, or someone showing up with the exact answer you didn't know you were seeking. The soul speaks, but it whispers, and only those who learn to listen can truly hear. Not everyone who wakes up in the middle of the night is ready to cross the portal, and that's okay. The soul has its own timing, but yes, there is a reason why some people are pulled more often into another dimension, while others keep sleeping without even dreaming. It all comes down to vibrational alignment. The more the soul aligns with the truth of its purpose, the more it begins to resonate at a frequency compatible with higher planes. It's like tuning into a radio station. If you're not on the right frequency, you simply don't hear the message, even if it's already in the air. Carl Jung once said that the collective unconscious holds symbols, archetypes, and ancestral memories that manifest as synchronicities. And it's precisely between 3 and 4 a.m. that this unconscious opens in deeper layers. Souls more connected to their essence, more available for self-inquiry and less bound by the ego's rigidity, are the ones who hear the call more clearly. That's why daily meditations, silent moments, intuitive journaling, and even small nighttime rituals act like vibrational keychains. They don't guarantee access, but they greatly increase the chances of the door opening. Want a practical example? Imagine 2 people waking up at 3:15 a.m. One gets irritated, grabs their phone, scrolls through Instagram, and distracts themselves. The other sits up, breathes, and silently asks, "What is being asked of me right now?" The difference isn't the hour, it's the choice. The soul is always trying to show the way, but not everyone looks at the road. That's why some are pulled into other dimensions, while others keep thinking it's just insomnia. If your soul is being pulled in the middle of the night and you feel that call vibrating deep, don't run from it. Embrace it. Because this moment is like an energetic password, a VIP access pass to your own inner world, and maybe even another dimension. The secret lies in how you respond. First step, protect your field. It's not about fear, it's about preparation. Before sleep, light a white candle, close your eyes and say, "I am safe, I am open, I am ready to hear my soul." It may sound simple, but that's exactly what creates the opening for deeper experiences to unfold without interference. When these awakenings happen, it's essential to stay aware and not treat it like just another bad night of sleep. If you wake up between 3 and 4 a.m., rise slowly, wash your face and sit upright. Close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and simply observe. Is there a persistent thought? A sensation in your body? An emotion that doesn't seem to make sense? Any of these could be messages, and it's up to you to decode them. A practical tip: use your phone's voice recorder or jot down whatever comes up. Sometimes the soul speaks fast, and you forget it in minutes. How do you prepare long-term? Build the habit of meditating for just 5 minutes every night before bed. No complex techniques, just breathe and connect with what you feel. Place crystals like amethyst or labradorite under your pillow. Listen to 963 Chet's frequencies. And if you want to go deeper, explore topics like astral projection or the Akashic records. When you prepare with real intention, your experiences gain power, clarity, and direction. And then, these nights stop being mysterious and become sacred. Now that you know what's really happening between 3 and 4 a.m., tell me, are you going to keep ignoring the call or start listening to what your soul is trying so hard to show you? Because the truth is, most people go through life asleep, not just at night but inside. They wake up tired, live on autopilot, and never realize the universe has been trying to speak to them all along. And when the soul finally tries to pull them in, they go back to sleep thinking it was just a weird dream. But what about you? Will you keep believing it was just another coincidence? Or will you start paying attention to the synchronicities happening right under your nose? Or better yet, right in the middle of your night? Will you keep pretending you didn't feel that chill, that presence, that strong intuition? Or will you use it as a compass to change your life? Because yes, you can use these awakenings to make more aligned decisions, to protect your spiritual field, and even to access gifts that have long been dormant. So tell me in the comments, have you ever woken up at this hour feeling something strange? Ever had an experience between 3 and 4 a.m. that left a mark on you? Share it with us, because sometimes your story could be the exact key someone else needed to wake up to. And of course, if this content made you reflect, if it truly brought you value, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next videos, we're diving even deeper into the invisible layers of the soul. And you wouldn't want to fall asleep at this part of the journey, right?